Hi guys, back again with me Austin from My Boy at Heart. Man, it's been quite some time, isn't it? Now, finally I'm back. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on, man, this guy is big. It is a figure from McFarlane from Titanfall 2 BT-7274. Included is the pilot Jack Cooper. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. This is the front part of the packaging with the window open, so you can see the figure, the pilot figure, right? EA there, I think that's part of the license. Respawn Entertainment. Sorry. The last action figure, the name already I showed you, guys, from the game, the video game. I didn't play the game, but I know, I've heard that it's quite cool. The artwork at the side, on the side, yeah, very cool. McFarlane toys, right. Now the artwork at the back, there's also a picture of the 6-inch version, oh sorry, 7-inch version of the pilot. Not sure if I'm gonna get it. Okay, we'll see. Titanfall 2, nothing much down there. Okay, anyway, alright. It's quite huge. So, let's take a closer look at this Mac. Okay. Alright. Now, here's a closer look of this guy. Let me adjust my camera for us because it's so tall. I have to mention to you guys, if you expect a lot from this figure, well, then I guess you're not really used to McFarlane toys. If you know some of the McFarlane figures, which are quite popular, I think from Spawn series, most of the figures are not, the strongest area is not on the articulation or possibility, but it's more on the sculpt and paint details. And this guy is really pretty much the representation of those perks. You know, when they advertise this, I think at first, months before they release it, they advertise it to have an open cockpit, and that will be a killer, you know, because anybody would love to have this figure, you know, with an open cockpit. Me too, I was thrilled, but then when they released it, they didn't make it up, you know. They end up make it as a, you know, nothing here. It's just sculpt detail and paint. That's all. Of course, they still put in a bit of articulation. I'm going to show you later. But anyway, I'll show you about this part. So it uses plastic, and some part are a bit rubbery, like this one. This part is rubbery. The paint is okay, superb. I like it actually. The sculpt is always. McFarlane make good sculpts, make good statues. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's very cool. Okay, very cool. Look at that, right? Very cool. But no, yeah, very much sculpt, no action, really. And then down there, very nice, right? Even the arms, the paint is superb again, superb. The arms there, no articulation here. I'm going to show you later. Okay, see, the paint is not bad actually, not bad at all. Even at the back, solid plastic, but some are rubbery, like this part here is rubbery, but the paint is very nice actually. Okay, this guy had a lot of potential. See, a lot of detailings there. Really like that, you know. This part also a bit rubbery. And this part, but not this part. Okay, which is okay. I'm okay with that, really. And the legs, the legs. See, even the tiniest details are painted nicely. It's not a sticker, isn't it? Probably not. Yeah, but anyway, the paint, as always, like I mentioned, is very nice executed. See there, the details is okay. It's superb as always. Very much expected in a way. This is not an action at all, it's just sculpted really. Such a shame, right? This could be great palm action, but no, nothing. Just sculpt and sculpt and sculpt. And down there, oh, look at that, the detail is okay. The screw is there, shown and visible. So again, like I said, if you're really into sculpts and paints, this is for you, but they don't have anything more than that. Alright, super. So again, no opening cockpit whatsoever, no additional gimmick here, just sculpts. Okay, no here as well, nothing is moving here, no, just sculpt. Nothing is moving at the back, no, just sculpt. Alright, but very nice, very nice. Now for the articulation, we still get some articulation though, not that bad actually. We have articulation here, so you can turn around this. You have it here actually, so you have it on this part. See, I'm moving this part, not the arm, see. But also you have rotation on this part, so it's more like a ball hinge joint. You can turn around 360 if you want to, like that. Alright, but you also have a ratcheting hinge. This is the extent of it. Okay, yep. Not too bad actually, right? Not too bad. Ratcheting with ratchets, but not without the sound. Okay, that's okay as long as it's working fine. And then you get another ball hinge here on the bicep, right? Basically you can turn it around, but you also have a ratcheting joint there, so you can move the bicep all the way up here. So, okay, oh, this part is a bit rubbery as well, to allow for bicep movement like that. So you can move it like that, right? And then on the arms, so another ball hinge ratcheting joint. Right, so you can turn around on this palm. You can turn it around, but you can also have this swivel downward, upward with a ratcheting action, which is good idea because it gives another it's good to hold the weapons, okay, because the weapon is quite big and heavy. However, the one on my this is the left hand, the one on my right hand, sorry, is a bit loose. The ratcheting doesn't really work, so it may not be in your figure, hopefully not. Just so it really frustrating sometimes when holding the gun, okay, but other than that it's okay. Oh, the hand is quite rubbery, a bit rubbery, to allow for the palm to handle the gun. But I prefer the left hand on mine because it's the ratcheting, it works on that side more than this side. See, it's very loose. On this side it's okay. Now we don't have a knee joint, okay, that's a shame really. I mean, yeah, that's what you get from McFarlane. You get an outstanding sculpt, but then not much on the articulation department. No offense, but I prefer more articulation, but it's just me. Alright, so nothing there, but you get the articulation up here. So I think it's a ball joint. So yeah, you can do all ball joints motion, like front kicking. Not much really. That's the extent of it. Ooh, the sound. And to the back, like this. Not too pretty, but at least it's there. So a bit of movement. See, a bit of movement, like that. Ooh, the sound, man. The squeaking sound. Anyway, and we also get additional joint on the what do you call this, basically this part, ankle, yeah. Man, it's been quite some time since I do this video. You have a I think we are supposed to have a ball hinge. See, ball hinge. If you can see, there's a ratcheting joint, the same with the one on the arms, but it's just may not be really visible, but it's hidden. But because of the way it is sculpted, I think the way it is sculpted here, it limits the movement and nothing much really. It's there, but you cannot really use it to its full potential. Okay, this is pretty much what you get. Alright, so that's it with the BT-7 something something. Let's take a look at the weapon. The weapon is quite big actually. I'll show you how big it is later on. Okay, but the paint is very nice. I really like it. Okay. In terms of accuracy, I'm not sure how accurate this is to the actual video game. So I'm not sure. I'm sorry, guys, but this looks awesome. This looks superb as a weapon. It's probably a beam or something. I'm not sure. Perhaps a machine gun. I don't know. Right, look at that. A bit of weathering, even. Very nice. I like this part. Very, very cool. Alright. Quite heavy. No, I mean, well, for the figure. Quite long. So let's try to put it on his arm. Okay. So finally I made it. Actually the holding palm is the right one. The opening is bigger here, but because of this joint I prefer to do it on the left palm instead. So once you put the grip on it, don't worry, it won't fall. See, the way it is engineered is very cool. It really is secure over there, but it's quite long. So if the joint is not, see, this one can hold. If the joint is loose, that it will fall off every time, you know. It will shoo like that. But since the left palm is secure, so that's okay. That's why I prefer the left one. Alright, and it's very secure. And again, the opening on the left is, for mine is much smaller than the right one. So I normally use this. Okay, so it works on the figure. There's a plus. Alright, not loose, it won't fall, it will be very secure. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the pilot figure. It's basically, alright, let me adjust my camera. It's basically, sorry about that. It's basically a half statue, right? A statue with a bit of articulation. That's also a disappointment because when they advertise it, you know, they advertise two main things aside from the cockpit, you know, the opening cockpit, is that they advertise for the pilot to be articulated, fully articulated. Okay, 3/4 inch articulated pilot figure. How cool that would be, right? For Titanfall figure, we didn't, well, you know, we don't have that in the market at the moment. I think we have 3A with the 6-inch version, fully articulated and opening cockpit, but too bad, you know, they didn't make it in the release. So this is the pose. The only pose that works for this is when you put him on the Mac, on the BT Mac. So sculpt wise, superb again, very nice. Right, the detail is there, detailing is there, paint job is nice. Okay, very nice, but again it's just a statue. Even the gun is sculpted there. There's no way. Oh, the gun is a bit rubbery, by the way, like a bit rubbery, so there's no way you can, how they call, the helmet is nice. Okay, the articulation, the head is on ball joint, so you can do all kind of ball joint motion, turn around, see, move side to side like that. Superb, superb. articulation. Now you have articulation on the wrist there, 360. You have articulation on another wrist there. If you can see the arm, okay, I'm holding the elbow so that you can see the articulation on the wrist. So you can do a 360 rotation, and you can move the hand swivel there on the arms. But that's pretty much what you get from the articulation department. Nothing much aside from that, but it's a great scope. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Alright, the pilot figure with this pose stands for about, I think, 2.5 inch. Okay, well, nothing much you can do anyway. And then see, the gun is huge, man. It's almost half the figure already. That's why it's very huge. Well, it's not possible to hold it with two hands, but you can just pose it like that, you know, if you want to. Okay, just put it there. Alright, now let me measure this guy, this big. This guy stands for about, to the top here, roughly almost 10 inch, okay, almost. So probably 9 something, 975, 980, around that, okay. So what you need to do is to put this pilot jack gripper. Normally I just put it, you know, just put it him here, just like in the promotional picture. Okay, he will just stand there. Alright, so there he is on top of the world. Okay, so let's compare this guy with several other figures. Okay, let me take what I have beside me. This is in comparison to God Killer Armor Iron Man from the Guardian of the Galaxy team. 6 inch scale, so that's how it is compared to him. Right, very small. Now let me take a, well, let's see what I can get around here. This is a 4 inch scale figure, or the 3.75 inch figure. So it's quite tall actually compared to this figure. Alright, that's just for scaling. I think it looks good to combine it with your 3.75 inch or 4 inch figure scale. That's why I wish it was made for that, you know, actually. Again, so overall, if they already advertise it as, you know, as it is, then I'll be happy, because the price, I think, it's not that expensive. It's justified. Okay, they lowered the price to justify that. But I wish at least, you know, they can make the cockpit open. You know, I don't mind not having this articulation, you know, on the knee. If they can give that as well, it would be a plus. With the, you know, pump action, that would be great, with hydraulic action. But this, you know, is a disappointment. I wish they can I mean, Funko with the pop, you know, the pop up, what do you call that? With the designer toy line, even is able to do that, you know, the open cockpit, you know, and it's a statue, but McFarlane cannot do that. That's a bit of a shame. I don't mind with this as long as they make it open. Also, because you can just put any figure, right? You can just put any of your 4 inch figure line, maybe G.I. Joes into that, and it will be cool already. But, you know, that's if you prefer, I mean, if you appreciate statue, sculpt, and paint more than playability, then, well, this is for you. But for me, not so much. Okay. Again, I appreciate the detailings. You know, I appreciate the sculpt. I appreciate the paint. The sculpt is nice. I give them credit for that. I wish it just can be more playable than this. Alright, so that's it. Titanfall 2, right? BT-7274. Included is the pilot jet Cooper. Quite tall, good for photography. Okay, you can accompany maybe your GI Joe figure on the picture on the photos. It will be great. Good for dioramas, but not for playability. Okay, not for me. This is not for me. All right. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. All right, goodbye. See you in the next video.